Hey guys, Retro Gamer Steve back with another video. Tonight I'm going to do a pickups video of some things that I've gotten in over the last week or so. So I hope you guys enjoy. But before we get started, if you could first hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me some comments. Let me know what you guys think of any of the items I've picked up. Plus, if you could, go check out another really cool channel. The name of the channel is Contagious Collection. The guy that runs the channel, his name is Sam. Really cool guy. A lot of fun, awesome videos. Lots of video game pickups, movies, pop culture stuff, things like that. But mostly video games. This guy's got some great content, some really great items, some fun games and stuff like that. So go give him a check out. So let's get into it, guys. Alright, so you know that I have a lot of systems, so I'm always trying to spread the love. So the first game that I picked up is Kirby's Epic Yarn for the Wii. This game is complete. Have not gotten a chance to play this yet, but I'm sure that it's a lot like Yoshi's Woolly World, just with Kirby. So I'm excited to dig into this sometime in the next week or two when I get the opportunity. But there's the lone Wii game that I picked up. Alright, now to give another system some love. Picked up 2 PlayStation 2 games. I got SSX3. These games are always a blast. As I've mentioned before, I'm a snowboarder. I've been snowboarding for 25 years. I love having a board strapped to my feet, and these games are a lot of fun. It's like racing on a snowboard. But doing a lot of crazy, insane stunts, and the music is always fun. And this is the first one where you can actually unlock the entire mountain. You can get dropped off at the top of the mountain by a helicopter, and it's about a 30 to 35 minute run from the very top of the mountain all the way to the bottom, and you're just doing insane stunts and just hauling ass. It's a ton of fun. Fatboy Slim, always a cool soundtrack and lots of fun. I love the SSX games. This one is complete. And then my other PS2 game I picked up was Star Wars 2 Battlefront. This one is also complete. You guys know I'm a Star Wars fan, but the Battlefront games are a lot of fun. So those are the 2 PlayStation 2 games I've picked up. Alright, now to spread some love to another system. I got some PSP games here. Got Loco Roco. This is a really cute game. You basically got a bunch of these pickeries, which are these little guys right here that join together to make a big pickery. But then when you get to certain areas, you can split your pickery up into different guys, and then they go through different tunnels, and kind of like a puzzle platformer. Excuse me, getting tongue-tied. This one is complete. Used to have this game back in 05, 06 when I had my original PSP, and this game is a lot of fun, so I had to pick this back up. So I got Loco Roco. I got Pursuit Force Extreme Justice. This is a game that I've heard Metal Jesus talk about many times as one of the best PSP games in his opinion. This is a complete copy. And this game is just a lot of crazy fun. You have to ride on vehicles, and then when you catch up to an enemy's vehicle, you can shoot at them. You can jump from one vehicle to another. It's basically like, what am I thinking of? San Andreas, but with racing also. But this game is a lot of fun. If you guys have never played it, you should definitely check this out. So there's Pursuit Force Extreme Justice, and this is the sequel. First one is just called Pursuit Force. Picked up Platypus. It's a complete copy. This is a 2D side-scrolling shooter. Everything is made out of claymation. This is another game I had 14 years ago when I originally had my first PSP. And this is a really cute game for anybody that likes 2D side-scrolling shoot-'em-ups. This is a lot of fun, and just that everything's made out of claymation gives it that extra little fun factor. But the way the bullets fire and the way that things explode, it's really cool. So you guys should definitely check out Platypus. Got a 2-pack here. And that is SOCOM US Navy SEALs Fireteam Bravo and Siphon Filter Dark Mirror. These came in a dual pack, which is something I haven't seen very often. And with all the SOCOM games, I don't know why they wouldn't have just packaged 2 of those together. But either way, I got both of these games in this box for $7 delivered, so not a bad deal at all. These are both complete. Of course, everybody knows what SOCOM games are. And Siphon Filter Dark Mirror. The Siphon Filter games have been around for a while. These games are always pretty fun. So I'm pretty stoked to have added these to my PSP collection. And it's pretty cool having both of those in the dual pack box. And then my last PSP game I picked up, Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins. This is a game that I've seen quite a few people talk about for the PSP. I have never played it. I actually just got this 2 days ago. So I am excited to play it. As soon as I get some time, I will. It is complete. I am a huge Ghosts and Goblins fan. The original Ghosts and Goblins, one of my favorite games of all time. This looks like an updated version. So I'm super excited to have this, and I cannot wait to play this sooner rather than later. So those are the PSP games that I've picked up in the last week. So my PSP collection is definitely growing. It's a great system. Okay, so anybody that just recently watched my DS video has already seen these, but these are new pickups, so I'm just gonna go over them again really quick. This is the Graphite Black DS that I did show in my DS collections video. However, I did just get these, both of these DS systems in the last week, so they have not been featured in a pickups video. But I love the DS systems. These ones are in really nice shape. Original stylus, really clean. And then the white DSi. This is also in really nice shape. It does not, however, have the original stylus, so I need to replace that. But glad to have these in the DS collection, so I had to show those again real quick for those that possibly didn't catch my last video. Alright, then I also got a complete sealed copy of Tournament Cyberball for the Atari Lynx. This is basically robot football. But I love the Lynx. It's a great system with a ton of really fun games. And since I bought my Lynx a month ago, my collection has definitely grown. I think I'm up to 9 or 10 games, but I've already got 6, I think, in box, 6 or 7 in-box games, and all but one of them are sealed. So I'm glad to have this in the collection. I love the artwork. I think it's awesome. It's got some blood, got a dent. It's pretty cool. Too bad the even though this is a fun game, the graphics don't look quite as cool as the cover art, but this is pretty cool, so had to get me a Lynx game. Alright, then I already owned this game, which is the Match of the Millennium SNK vs. Capcom for the Geo Pocket Color. However, I did not own the box, so I just got the box and the manual to complete this Geo Pocket Color game, because you guys know I love my boxes. And this thing is just great. I love the Geo Pocket Color boxes. The artwork is fantastic. You can't go wrong with a fighting game on the Geo Pocket. You also can't go wrong with an SNK vs. Capcom game. So I did have to pay up to get this box. It was around 20 bucks for the box and the manual. But this thing is just awesome. These boxes are harder to come by than a lot of Handheld's game boxes, but I love the way that they just open up with the flap, and of course they're cardboard and they're hollow, so they do get bent up pretty easily. But really happy to add another Geo Pocket Color box, so had to show that. Alright, then I got another Nintendo 64 game. This is Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, or as everybody else knows, Pod Racers. This game is one of the best, most fun games on the 64 as far as just pure fun. If you like racing games, you don't even have to be a Star Wars fan to appreciate this game. The pod racing in this game is awesome. Feel the Force at 600 miles per hour. I mean, it's super fast, super fun racing game with Star Wars elements. But this is an absolute must-own for the Nintendo 64. I am really happy to have been able to add this. And even though the box isn't minty fresh, I'd give it a solid 7.5, maybe even an 8 out of 10. I mean, it looks nice enough for me. It's just got a little bit of corner wear on some of the corners, a little bit of shelf wear, but for me, this is a really nice box. So I'm happy to have added this, and of course I love anytime I can add a box game to any collection, but I do love my boxed N64 games. So there's Episode 1 Racer. Then I had to spread some love to my Game Boy. Haven't been giving that enough love lately, so had to pick up some Game Boy games. This is Play Action Football. All of these games are complete in box. I love the artwork. And I love my Game Boy games. It just looks slick with the box protectors on them. So I got Play Action Football. I got the Arcade Classic number 3 Galaga Galaxian 2-pack Game Boy game. And these boxes are all minty fresh. So there's Galaga and Galaxian. I picked up Super Mario Advance, which is Super Mario Bros. 2 and Mario Bros. For the Game Boy. This is a PAL version. You can tell the difference. They always have these boxes or circles with numbers, obviously different languages there. You can see an American game on the side of the box that says Game Boy will have the name of the game. But with PAL versions, they don't have that on this side. Plus, they always have the different flags on the back for the European countries. So this is a PAL version of Super Mario Advance, but I got this in a bundle. So I'm excited to have this. You have to look at the top of the box. And this box isn't super fresh, but it's in nice enough shape. So I'm definitely happy to have that. And I also picked up GT Advanced Championship Racing. This is also a PAL version, as you can see, with that side piece there. There'll always be multiple languages. And then, of course, with the different flags once again on the back. And then the square with the numbers. That is your PAL version. But this is a really cool racing game. And again, I love having Game Boy games in box, so I'm glad I picked this up. And then my last Game Boy game I picked up is NFL Football. For those of you that don't already know, rise up, Falcons. Go Atlanta. I used to have this game as a kid for my original Game Boy, and I played the hell out of it. This game is a ton of fun. Just a very simple, uninteresting looking football game, but the hours I packed into this back in the day is just crazy. Many hours in the back of the car playing NFL football. But my favorite thing about this game was always the cover. I love all the helmets. Just a really cool looking cover. And now looking back to seeing how some of these have changed over the years. So those are the 5 Game Boy games that I've picked up, which is always exciting. Alright, then a handheld I picked up that I'm super stoked for is the Target exclusive red Game Boy Advance. This thing is in really nice shape. And just really glad to have this. So now as far as the Game Boy Advance goes, I have the blue Toys R Us exclusive and the red Target exclusive. And these are both not impossible to find in really nice shape, but they are definitely getting harder and harder to find, especially in nice shape. So I'm glad to have picked this up. Now I just need to get a stand for this. And keeping with that, I also picked up a complete Indigo Game Boy Advance in the box. And it does have everything in here. However, I've already pulled out the Advance so that I can show you guys. And this thing is also in really nice shape. Just a few minor little surface scratches there, but nothing too bad that I can't live with. But other than that, this thing is clean. It's in good shape. Original battery cover. And of course, gotta have the box. I love my boxes. So glad to have added that to the collection. But with that, I also got the Indigo Game Boy Advance Game Link cable. And this box has definitely seen some wear. But this all came in a lot. I got a steal on this. Basically, I purchased this Game Boy Advance complete in the box with the Game Link cable in the box, and both of these Game Boy Advance games complete. I got all of that for $60, which in my mind is a complete steal. So couldn't shake a stick at that. And then this just happens to be the same size as an N64 box, so I was able to put a protective sleeve over it to keep that box from getting worse. So now I've got a complete inbox link cable, and I also have a loose one. So yeah, pretty stoked to have picked those up. This is my first Game Boy Advance inbox complete, so I'm pretty happy about that. And then guys, the last item that I have is a Game Gear complete in the box. This is all in here. I'm not really gonna take all of this out. You guys have all seen a Game Gear before. But it is complete. It's got Sonic 2 in here. And then the Game Gear is inside, underneath this flap here, as you can see. But you guys have seen the Game Gear, so I'm not going to bother taking all of that out. So this is my second Game Gear, but this is my first box, and I am super stoked about that. This box is in really nice shape. And the reason why I wanted a second Game Gear is because I'm going to keep one of my Game Gears original. I do need to get it recapped, but I'm going to take one of the other Game Gear, and I'm going to send it in and have a McWill mod done to it. Have the new LED screen with the glass screen protector, have it recapped, and have the speaker upgrade and all of that. So I'm going to send that off. Even though I've started messing around with working on the insides of a lot of systems, I'm a little timid to do a McWill mod on my own for the first time, so I'll probably send one of them off to get it done. But I just want to have one that's original, and then I want to have one that's, has an improved screen that you can actually see. But a little bit of shelfware, but I am completely okay with that because I love having system boxes, and this just really makes me happy to have this. It's my first Game Gear box, so pretty stoked about that. And then to go along with that, picked up some games. Got a complete sealed copy of Caesar's Palace, because you gotta have some card games. And I actually have some box protectors coming for my Game Gear games. But this is a Majesco sales. I am keeping my eye out for a Majesco Sega Game Gear, which the difference is this console is gray, the Majesco is black, and instead of a blue button, it has a purple button. And up here, the red, green, and blue, those are all white on the Majesco version, and it has a slightly improved screen. So I am keeping my eyes out for a Majesco version Game Gear. But, so yeah, Caesar's Palace, sealed. Then I got RoboCop 3 complete in the box. I mean, look at that cover art, guys. Tell me that's not badass. If that doesn't make you want to play some RoboCop 3, I don't know what's wrong with you. Love having complete games in box, and these Game Gear games are pretty cool. And then I also picked up US Gold Road Rash for the Game Gear. One of my favorite games. Love Road Rash games. And this box is just in really nice shape. This is one of the more fun games for the Game Gear for sure. Road Rash is always a winner. Super happy to have that. And then my last item, guys, the Majors Pro Baseball. Another complete game for the Game Gear. Accurate player performance is based on 1991 stats. 1991. So yeah, guys, pretty excited about the Game Gear bundle. I got the Game Gear in the box. the Majors Pro Baseball, Road Rash, and RoboCop 3. So let's exclude that. So I got all of this as a bundle, and I paid $120 for all of that right there, which I think is a great deal, especially for how good the box is and how nice these game boxes are. And then this was a separate purchase here, just because I finally got my first Game Gear boxes. So then I had to go in and buy another Game Gear game, and then I have 2 more Game Gear games on the way. You guys will just have to wait till my next pickups video to see what 2 games those are. But yeah, so I definitely picked up some pretty sweet things over the last week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the items as much as checking them out as much as I enjoy showing them to you guys. As always, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. I appreciate you giving me some of your time and just showing me some love, guys. So thank you very much for giving my channel a chance. One more time, if you could, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave me some comments. And then again, go check out this really cool page called Contagious Collection. My buddy Sam does a great job over there. He's killing it with the content. And appreciate it, guys. So thanks again, and I'll be making another pickups video or a different video here in about a week or so. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Have a great night, and I'll catch you soon.